as long as we are only in love feeling, we still know nothing about love. If we reduce love to love feeling, it is because we have developed dependence on love state, dependence on drunkenness, which arises from the moments of effervescence of love statement. There is an excitement when we fall in love, when we are captivated by grace or beauty, by light or by stars, by charm or by purity. There is an excitement each time the wave of the love gets more palpable and warmer in us, when loved one show us their most beautiful face and their most beautiful momentum. He is effervescence in the heart of a mother when she holds her child for the first time in his hands, and there is still effervescence when she sees him smile for the first time. He is effervescence in the heart of a little brother who has just made stupidity when he sees that his big brother defends him and protecting it. There is an excitement in the heart of a young man to whom the girl he wants has just offered a solar smile. When we have known the most beautiful intensities of effervescence, and when we have known this in direct contact with a person, we then live in the secret hope of reliving again and again these intensities of the effervescent. We are going to seek contact and interaction again, clumsily most of the time, in the only often unochumped hope to revive at some point the intoxicating wave of love state. If the effervescence has shaken us at least once to the internal seat of our being, or if the effervescence transported you at least once beyond intoxication, so we will be deeply devoted to anyone who has been the source of these dizzying intensities. And then even in the worst moments of the relationship, we will still testify to the love. Yes, anyone who has touched our hearts even in their silent depths, at least once, becomes dear to our hearts, becomes special in our eyes. We think that love statement is the truth of love, and we think that the deepest or the most aerial effervescences are the authenticity of love. And we do not know that love statement is only shadow of love. In reality, love is will, but as long as we have not aroused the will in us, we cannot really know it. We know it, just as we know desire, and it is often the desire in us who wants and who does not want. Who wants this and who does not want that? We can approach the awakening of the will. And the day we have really aroused the will in us, we will become absolute determination and total acceptance. We will become absolute confidence and total humility. We will become absolute nobility and total simplicity. Doubt will have disappeared in us, because doubt is only an absence of light in some part of us. We will never doubt our fundamental nature again, which is divine. Neither of our potential of power, which is infinite, nor of our absolute destiny, which is sublime. And we will never doubt our ability to progress again. And again in the development of our strength as an immortal spirit. The will is determination to work for happiness. Our happiness, of course, but also the happiness of all life and all being. The will is certainty of the possibility of that, is to say this inner certainty which tells us that everything and everything can be transformed and raised to a real state of perfection, everything and each being according to its nature. The will is the absolute feeling that we are able to work for this happiness and this beauty. And will is the ardor to magnify the strength of our mind again and again so that we can be even more effective in the great work for happiness and beauty. In the will, we work to constantly magnify the strength of our mind, which force is will and intelligence, which still forces is energy powers and inner qualities. We work on this in will, and we also work to use our will and our intelligence, our powers and our qualities at the service of the great work of happiness and beauty. When we are in the will, we are in love itself, and the serene that we feel, which is pure joy of our being, is the quintessence of love.It, is an intrinsic joy to our being, a joy without cause that drives us while we work and while we work.